All right, I'm really excited to talk to my friend Michael Wagner. Michael and her hubby Mike just got back from the inaugural Icon of the Seas cruise, the world's largest cruise ship with Royal Caribbean. So, oh my God, I'm so jealous.
You should be, but you don't have long to wait, just till September.
I know, and it will be here before we know it. But here's the question everybody's asking me because it's the biggest cruise ship in the world. Is it crowded? Do you feel like you're constantly just waiting in line and overcrowded?
Well, full disclosure, we were not at full capacity on
Okay.
this cruise, which is one of the benefits of having an inaugural cruise. But we were about 2,000 people less than we normally would be.
Okay.
However, that being said, we did not feel crowded at all at any point. And I feel like if you are on a full ship, there's so much space. And they really worked on all of the layout to make it more pool areas. Not everything's lumped together. You can go to different spots. They put out so many more chairs for laying out on the deck. There are so many different venues that you can go to within the ship. Tons of different bars. It's actually kind of hard sometimes to find people because, to find your friends because there are so many different locations. Yeah. But
do you have an
excellent
app
job.
and everything? Can you find? Do they have like the?
Yeah,
I forget what
they have the Royal Caribbean, their app. So while you're on the cruise, you can. It has all of the activities planned out for you. You can schedule your activities and have your own calendar. It tells you where to find these activities, which deck, it's, and, front or the back of the ship. So it's very organized.
So, Michael, you guys have cruised before. You're cruisers.
Yes.
No. So how did it feel when you walked up and saw the Icon of the Seas for the very first time?
I literally had chills.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I did the I did a little video as I was walking up, and I was just so excited. It was giddy. Everybody was. I think the entire mood of everyone boarding, everyone was just happy. They were excited. They were very excited to be the first ones on this ship as an official cruise.
And it's so much bigger than any other cruise ship, right? Because we've been on the Oasis. We were some of the first, a couple, like 12 years ago, to go on the Oasis class, and they were huge. But this dwarfs the Oasis class.
Absolutely. Yeah, we were just on the Oasis this past summer, and
Nice.
we thought that was comfortable. But man, this just takes the cake. It's one of those things where you walk up and you see it lined up with the other cruise ships at the port, and you're going, how does that thing float? It's amazing. I think it sits about 30 feet under the water level. It's amazing.
It's an engineering wonder of the world.
It really is.
I am so excited. Give me your top, if you can, your top 3 favorite experiences that were maybe different on Icon than your other cruises.
The water slides.
Not just for kids.
Not just for kids.
That's cool.
They had some serious water slides, one of which, I can't think of the name of it right now, but one of which you drop down about, I'm guessing about 6 feet.
Oh.
The floor drops completely from your feet, and you go down 6 feet. And it takes your breath away.
It's the biggest water park at sea, I believe. It's without a question. And like you said, so many pools. Okay, what's another one of your favorite things about Icon?
We didn't get to do this because it filled up so quickly. But if anybody who's going on that cruise has the opportunity, definitely do the Empire Dinner Club. It is a paid dinner. There's only so many seats, so it is very small. I think it's like 25, 50 people. But they have it. It's basically a 7-course dinner. Gourmet. Everyone who participated in it said it was just the best thing, and it was well worth the price.
Nice. Okay, give me two more things that you did that you absolutely loved.
This one thing was off the ship, but it was on the Royal Caribbean Coco Cay Island.
Oh yeah,
They now
perfect.
have the
Okay.
Hideaway at Perfect Day at Coco Cay. The Hideaway is the 18 plus area.
Mm.
You do have to pay to get in. Again,
All right.
you know,
I'll pay. I'll pay to
it,
be away from the kids.
again a great experience because um, more seats. They make sure everybody's got a spot. There's musicians. There are upgraded food options. They have swim up bars in the heated, if needed, like we were there in January. So we had a nice heated infinity pool. Um,
Ah,
we all got to play, with the beach balls that they threw in, and we were all bouncing them around and having fun. It was a bunch of adults acting like 5-year-olds, and we had a great
I
time.
love just pay to be away from the kids, and then you immediately start acting like
But you
if
could
I.
be like a kid, yeah.
That's the best. Okay, and what's the other thing that just separates Icon from any other ship you've been on?
And I haven't been on other cruise lines, but I've been on 7 other Royal Caribbean ships. And I will say that one thing that Royal Caribbean has really, it's almost two things. Um, with Icon, they have organized everything so well, down to the elevators. No more waiting for an elevator with 20 other people and then trying to cram in.
That's
They
huge.
It's huge. They have it organized so that elevators are letters. You put into an iPad what floor you need to go to, and it tells you what letter to go to.
Wow. They have so
Yeah,
many elevators you don't have to wait because it's such a big ship, I guess.
right, right.
Nice.
But then you're jerks like me that take the steps all the time because you like to eat.
Got to get the steps in so you can hit the
Yeah,
food. Sure. And I heard there's
exactly.
like 40 plus places to eat, like restaurants and it just. And did you get to see the Wizard of Oz, or did that
Yes.
feel much? You
The Wizard of
did.
Oz was wonderful. Best cruise show I've seen. It just felt like you were right on Broadway. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, we had technical difficulties. We were scheduled for the first show on departure day,
Oh wow.
but I work in IT. I understand sometimes you got some bugs, and
Yeah.
they had some kinks to work out. So they did a great job of smoothing it over. They gave us some little solo snippets of the show as just a
Oh.
preview.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they rescheduled us for later in the week. When we did get to see it, it was just a beautiful show. The talent was phenomenal. Um, I, Going on shows, they have an Elements ice skating performance with world class Olympians, and I can't say enough how amazing it is to have an ice skating rink on a cruise ship with
Yeah.
professional ice skaters.
Incredible.
Yeah.
People that haven't cruised recently or ever before immediately think, "Oh, cruise ship, absolutely cheesy
Yeah.
entertainment." No, it is
Mm-mm.
high level, competitive, some of the best performers. That's my daughter is going to school for musical theater, and
Mhm.
that's people say, "Do you want to go on Broadway?" She's like, "I mean, maybe," but really she wants to like do cruise ship entertainment or be a Disney or something like that. So the level of entertainment on the cruise ships really has kicked up over the last 5 years, I would say, 5 to 10 years.
It really has. There's definitely a demand because you're paying good money to be on these ships, and you're paying for a world class vacation. You're paying for the hospitality, and you're paying for those shows, and they really have answered that call.
It is worth every penny. And of course, we're taking a bunch of river listeners on our Icon of the Seas cruise in September. Do you and Mike want to go again? You guys want to go again with us in September?
That's if I have the vacation time, yeah, it's very possible.
Okay. Michael, I can't thank you enough for coming on and talking about Icon of the Seas. We are so excited, and I'm so glad you guys had a great time. Let me see your hat. What does your hat say? Oh, nice. I thought so. Icon
Yeah,
of the Seas. All right. Well,
they
it,
spoiled us with some good swag.
that's awesome. Well, if and Royal Caribbean does it right, they're our favorite cruise line too.
The one thing I do want to note to you is that
Okay.
I don't know if you saw this, but the Icon, they took all of the staff, the premier staff from all the other Royal Caribbean ships, and promoted them onto this ship.
Oh,
So that's
wow.
another thing I wanted to mention to you, that you get the best of the best, and you get to see people that have been on other ships that you might recognize, like the entertainment staff. And
Wow.
the Mike, the director, entertainment director, he was on Wonder. And
No,
yeah,
that's
so
really neat. They want this
that
to
was
go
cool.
really well. They want this to be a home run, no bad publicity out of the gate. I mean,
Yep,
they needed this to be a win-win-win, and it
they
sounds
really
like
did.
it was. I've seen nothing
It's
negative about it.
No, because I know they were, or when we were on Oasis this past summer, people were telling us how with COVID and everything, Royal Caribbean really took a hit financially. And so they
Yeah,
had to step back on some things. So I'm sure this is their, this is like their comeback.
I think it's
And
fantastic.
we did book for Star of the Seas in
Okay.
the inaugural cruise in 2025.
And that's the other Icon class ship that's
Yeah.
coming.
Yep.
Nice. Is it
We were like,
2025?
yeah,
Yeah,
something
your
to look
next cruise,
forward to.
you save a little bit of money and they get you. It's worth it. I think, are we platinum members yet? I can't remember what level we are. I think we're not gold anymore. I think we're platinum now. And there's
Yeah.
diamond. You can get up to diamond when you go on like 25 cruises or something like that.
Yeah, we're working our way. You got to get that free drink every cruise, you know?
Ah, that's right. Man, I love that info about the that they took the best of the best staff from other ships and put them on Icon. That's a really
Yeah.
good info. This has been great talking to you. This was
Yeah.
I just couldn't believe that I knew someone that actually went on the inaugural voyage. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And I
So
was so happy to have somebody who appreciates it. You can tell people about it and everything, but if you haven't been on the other cruises, you don't really get to appreciate all the wonderfulness of what they did.
I was stalking, I mean, following you guys on
Yeah.
your Instagram feed, just going, wow, whoa, no way. How cool. Like I see some of the cool, like little Easter
Yeah.
egg touches that they had on there too for past
Oh
cruises.
yeah. Oh my
It's
gosh, the
neat.
artwork is amazing. I didn't even like touch upon in my posts about like they have dueling pianos.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean they are class A performers on there. Yeah, and they're going 7 days a week, just night after night.
Yeah.
It just all the entertainment on the ships. Kevin, what's his name, is the acoustic guy from Scotland. He was fabulous,
Yeah.
And then they had Phoenix, the rock 70s, 80s rock cover band. They
Cool.
were fabulous. So
Yeah.
it just people who don't like the artsy shows, the music alone is great.
Yeah. Yeah. We are just unbelievably excited. And this has made me even more so excited.
Yeah,
So
you guys will have a
because
blast.
also when you talk to somebody after the cruise and then after the post and an interview of like we did, then you find out the real deal. You hear somebody,
Yes.
well, I had this, and if the one of the worst things that happened to you was there was a glitch in Wizard of Oz on
Oh yeah.
opening night,
Yeah.
my God, and they still took care of you. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
a win-win.
Oh
So
yeah. They handled everything so well. I can't say enough about it.
very cool.
I think the biggest complaint when we walked off the ship on our Facebook chat was that we had to walk off the ship.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's always a bummer. Oh, last day is always the worst day. Cruise.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, Michael, thanks so much. And
Yeah. Thanks, Glenn.
feel better. And I hope I see you out at a show or somewhere sometime soon.
You sure will after this goes away.
Yeah. Yeah. It's quick. Hope it's quick.
Thanks.
Okay.
All right. Well, I will talk to you later.
Take it easy. Thanks so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
See ya.
Bye.